All right. I'm pretty much aware that I'll be putting multiple videos about 2024, but I guess it's 2024. If I don't put it now, it doesn't make any sense of putting it in 2025. So do excuse me for this. Uh, but in this video, I want to share with you 13 things that I did, which I believe may add some value to you. So watch it at a slightly faster speed and see if it helps you. Okay, I've written down the points. So the first one is, which is very important, is you need to, you as an individual, the person who's watching this video, if you want to get or gain respect from your family, your friends, your acquaintances, office colleagues, clients, customers, whomsoever, you need to take the role of being a leader. This sounds very cliche. Oh, be a leader, take leadership, and this and that, and or be a role model. It sounds pretty vanilla. I mean, it has been used and overused so many times. But if you see my previous video where I mentioned, um, I'm not just throwing money to get my wife to respect me or my baby to respect me. Let's say, for example, baby wants a toy. Okay, here, take the money, buy. And oh, I love you, Papa. No. Um, or my wife, let's say I want her to respect me, so I just buy expensive stuff. Then she doesn't become a wife. She becomes more of a female. I'm just throwing money to buy her loyalty. So when the money goes, then the respect also goes. So with my daughter, how did I prove to be a role model, or how did I gain her respect? It's very simple. When my daughter, let's say for example, my daughter wanted something, um, I I did not immediately buy the item that she wanted. She wanted a couple of chocolates and here and there. I told her, "You do this work A, B, C, D, and if you do this work and you complete this work, then Papa will buy for you." And to show her that she was not the only one who was doing the work, I showed her an area in the kitchen. In her room, you clean this. And I showed her my room and I told her, I will clean this. And if I do it, then I will get a toy. If you do it, you'll get a toy. And I asked my wife to explain it to her, so she understood, okay, we both have to work to gain the reward. Okay. And to involve my wife, we told the baby, Mummy will clean the kitchen and she will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all of us had a kind of an assignment. And we all did. Daughter, sometimes she can be lazy and, she is tired and sleeping. But we made sure that we stuck to our guns. So initially, my daughter was little bit enthusiastic, but when task number 4 and 5 came, she became lazy. She's a young kid, distracted, and she wanted to sleep or she wanted to watch other thing. So me and my wife set an example, and we cleaned everything, and my wife also cleaned everything, and then we showed her, see, we did everything, and then she kind of felt disappointed because she was the last one. So we said, we will help you clean it up, and we all work together as a family. And because of this, and then we congratulated each other, we congratulated her, and then we went together as a family and bought each one a reward. Even though me and my wife, we don't need the reward, but here it was me taking the leadership role of being a role model to teach these values that if you do something and you complete the task, you'll get a reward. That was number one. And at the same time, for my wife, I figured out what would keep her happy. I always do this every year. I try to figure out what makes her happy. This year, she wanted to have a barbecue. She wanted to have certain items which were not available in the house. And even though my rule was, I'm not going to spend extra money, I've given you all the money, I did bend the rules a little bit. And some of the items that she wanted involve me traveling personally to get them, even though she was ready to give up. And because I made the sacrifice of getting, if you see the previous video, it took me 3 days to get one particular item that she wanted. I had to literally bribe people to get it. It was not available. And I even got up at 4 in the morning and I drove 19 different 7-Eleven locations just to buy something that she wanted. And that proved it to her that my husband does love me. He does care about me. And then today, now it's 31st December, she wanted prawns, which was not available here. I didn't have to do this. I drove down almost 1 hour, that also in very dangerous traffic conditions, which we normally don't go. I broke my own rule again just to get for her favorite prawns, which took 1 hour to go, 1 hour to come back. I didn't have to do it. She never thought I would do it, but it proves. So my first principle that I want to share with you is you have to be a leader. You have to be a role model. You have to do things for the people who matter to you, and then they look up to you if you are a man of your word. Okay, it need not be something incredible like sacrifice your life and all that. Small things like I shared with you. Okay, that's number one. Number two is see, everybody where we live, everybody is going for some party, some get together, some alcoholic, gathering. There are very few people who are actually doing what we are doing. I don't know if there's anyone here. Me, my wife, and my baby, we're just one small unit. We're happy as a family. Not inviting anyone, not doing it. I'm not saying that if her mother and her relatives were there, we wouldn't invite them. They are very close. It's like a joint family. But um, there's no alcohol in our household. There is no people who drink alcohol or drugs or people with questionable character. We like to be private. So we don't copy what others do. Others spend money on a lot of things. I'm not saying that they are doing wrong, but we are true to our values. We are true to what makes us. So the second piece of advice is don't copy others. Create your own path. Number three is you need to have a vision how you're going to plan out. They say vision is how you'll be 10 years or 5 years. I tell people vision need not be that far. Sometimes you can plan 10 years, but you don't know whether you live or die after 1 year. So sometimes you can even have a 1 year vision. And this might sound ridiculous to you, but you can even have a vision for 24 hours. So, like for example, now I'm making videos. It's 10 o'clock. My wife is she finished eating. She is going to go to sleep. I'm going to wake her up at 11:30 because she wants to just celebrate the new year with a little bit of noise and all. So I planned this day like 2-3 days ahead. How would we do? But things didn't go as per plan. Like we were supposed to sleep during the afternoon, wake up in the evening so that we would be fresh. But then, because, I told you, I had to go get things for my wife and my wife had to go. So she didn't sleep. Now she's feeling very sleepy. So even though it's 10 o'clock, she will sleep now. I will wake her up at 11:30. She'll get fresh. So we can have that moment. So the vision is accomplished, but the submodalities in between, you have to adjust. So always have a vision and there will be ups and downs. So keep having a plan and keep changing your plan accordingly so that you reach your destination. Okay. Very technical, but it's very simple. Just know what you want at the end and make sure that you achieve it. Number 4, this is where your brand is concerned, your clients are concerned, your money is concerned. Make sure that you have a plan and you work your plan. You cannot go with the flow and I don't plan anything. I just go impulsively. It doesn't work that way. You need to have a plan. Like for me, even though all these bits and pieces of my wife, keeping my wife happy, keeping my baby happy was there. But the core is clients, money, and my personal brand. And there's no excuse. I have to achieve that. That is primary. And my wife knows that. Like if there was a client, For example, there was a client and he's ready to pay me money, and my wife is waiting for me for the barbecue. I would tell my wife, money is first, we can do this any other time. So I know some of you will say, hey, man, that's stupid. Well, this is my life, my rules. Okay. So plan your work and work that plan. Number five, um, don't live other people's agendas. Quite a number of people invited me, quite a number of people invited my wife. Good people, they're not bad people. Um, it's not every party was alcoholic, or it's not every party was filled with loose charactered people. But if we were to go to their party, some of them were in some good places like we 5-star hotels or VIP. And but if you go there, then yes, we'll have a great experience. But it's their agenda. So I asked my wife, "What really makes you happy?" Okay, and she told me, "Yes, that would be great, unlimited buffet and this and that. But I prefer quiet." And she hates traveling in the night, especially when traffic is dangerous. For me, I'm a very private person. Instead of having a full crowd at a VIP place, I would rather have me and people who matter alone at, if not a 5-star hotel, 3-star. I'm like that. And lucky for me, I can afford it if I want to go 5 stars. So I prefer my privacy, solitude, silence. I don't like too much of noise. So we don't live other people's agendas. We live our own. But if your agenda is same as others, fine. Go, help yourself. Number six, silence and solitude. I made videos of this. You can Google search. Believe me, it's one of the most powerful things in the world. If you have silence and solitude, there's nothing like it. It's the greatest weapon. It's the greatest gift you can give yourself. Silence and solitude. Number seven, be clear about your long-term goals. Be clear about your short-term goals. Okay. Uh, I know this sounds very cliche. Oh, you have your goals. Like when I speak to my clients, ask them, what is your goal for the week? What's your goal for 3 days? What's your goal for today? And they give me a breakdown. I know this might sound very silly. My WhatsApp group that is dedicated to goal setting strategies, every single day, these young men and women, they share their goals. Sometimes, sometimes they forget or sometimes they get lazy. They get back on track and they inspire each other. And to make you understand how important this is, check any Olympic athlete, check any world class businessman, any entrepreneur, the most successful people in the world, they have their goals. It's only mediocre minds that don't have. I'm being honest with you. If you don't have a goal, you don't know what you're supposed to achieve every single day. Don't expect, don't ask, don't demand for success. Just go with the flow. It's like a rudderless ship in the ocean, just going with the flow. Then don't blame anyone when you can't or don't reach your destination. So, short term, long term goal, be clear about it. Hold yourself to high standards if you want to achieve big things in life. Number 8 is consistency. Even though today is New Year, even though supposed to enjoy, my 3 videos will come and they'll be published. I don't care which day, how I feel, whatever. Every day, I'm consistent with my goals. I'm consistent with my actions. I'm consistent with my routine. So you figure your shit out, like they say. Number 9, don't take life for granted. Yes, goals are important. Yes, future is important, but I don't take my wife for granted. I don't take my kid for granted. Um, Sometimes I need to keep things aside and enjoy those special moments. Like this is the last day of New Year, 31st December. We are never going to get this ever again. So I don't take it for granted. So I'm going to complete my daily routine target, but I'll allocate some time to be with them so that we can be happy. It may not be what I want, but family. So don't take life for granted. Don't take people, because one day they may not be there. Number 10, focus on what is important, not what will bring you likes, shares, popularity, fame. You know, what is important for me is, first is me, then is family. Okay. And that's how I keep it. So I take care of myself. I'm happy, I'm healthy. Next is family. I don't have more than that. And yes, for business clients, that's about it. Number 11 is, um, you have to, um, you have to have something which wakes you up the next day. Um, Something that uh, energizes you, that excites you, that wakes you up in the morning. If you don't have that, what's the point of living, man? I mean, every day, I'm not saying you wake up and, yeah, I'm excited, yeah, I'm going to achieve this. Something that gives you purpose, meaning. And that activity should be related to you, not your boss, not your company, not your this, not your clients, you. It should be something that drives you. Let's say, for example, you want to make money or you have a business. Fine. It's still your goal. It's still what drives you. So have that. Because if you don't have that, then, and if your greatest pleasure is to hug your pillow and hug your blanket and duvet and snuggle and sleep, you're not living a life worth living. You're just merely existing. And it's a terrible way to live, at least in my opinion. So find something that really drives you, that really wakes you up, that really makes you the man you should be. Number 12, um, right from the time we got up in the morning, me and my wife, and I told you, my kid also, we cleaned up everything and made sure everything was the best of what we could clean. A lot of dust, man. Oh, the dust was unbearable. And a lot of cleaning. You think you clean the house until you really clean your house. And what I knew that it would take a long time. It ended up taking at least 6-7 hours of cleaning until we were exhausted. So clean your surroundings, because it defines you, it impacts you, it influences you, it will change you. Okay, clean your surroundings. And last, if not the least, number 13, since we are all online, we are part, it's social media, the internet, it's part of our existence. Digital detox is important. So delete unwanted people, delete unwanted contacts. Just make sure you have stuff that not only empowers you, but makes you a better human being. Don't get into the gutter of arguing with people over petty things which don't matter to you. Politics, my balls are bigger than yours. It's not worth it here. And stay away from people who moan and groan and bitch and blame everything with victim mentality and share with you gossipy stuff. Sometimes you need to be very careful what you put inside here. Anyway, these are the 13 lessons that I can share with you for 2024. Let me know if you watched the video, and out of that, did this help you in any way? And if you have anything to share, love to hear it from you guys. Good, bad, ugly, feel free, comment down below. This is me signing off. Take care.